Hey guys, welcome back to Human Condition. This video is another video in our astrology series, and this one is a new series in the astrology series. We just finished up our moon sign last video was Pisces, and I was really worried because I thought my astrology videos weren't being pushed out and you guys did like them a ton, but you guys seemed to really like that last video, so I really appreciate you guys checking that out. Also appreciate it, so thank you guys for doing that. Also, thank you YouTube for pushing that one out. I felt bad because I was like, it doesn't push out my stuff, but then it pushed it out, so thank you guys and thank you YouTube. I mean, YouTube's probably not seeing this, obviously, but I felt bad, I feel like I was roasting them. But, yeah. Yeah, and this video is another video, and this is our first one in our Ascendant series. So this one is an Aries Ascendant or Aries Rising sign. So, yeah. What does it mean to be an Aries Ascendant? Well, first you have to dive into what it means. What is an ascendant sign? Basically, the ascendant and rising sign is a whole house system. This makes it astrology very complex and very intricate. There's 12 houses, and the rising sign or ascendant just means the first house. So you got first, and each 12 houses correspond with each zodiac sign, which is kind of cool. So first house is Aries, and its planet ruler is Mars. Second house is Taurus, and its planet ruler is Venus. Third house, Gemini, Mercury. Fourth, Cancer, Moon. Fifth, Leo, Sun. Sixth, Virgo, Mercury. 7, Libra, Venus. 8, Scorpio, Mars. 9, Sagittarius, Jupiter. 10, Capricorn, Saturn. 11, Aquarius, Saturn. And 12, Pisces, Jupiter. So those are the 12 houses. And there's 2 house systems. The normal one, the original one, or the one mostly used, Placidus, I think it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it. And the whole house system. I use the whole house system because it makes it more easier to understand, for me at least. And I think it's still pretty accurate to the original Placidus, Placidus system. However, it is easier because it goes in order for so if Aries Ascendant, it would just go Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Taurus Ascendant, Taurus, Gemini, etc. So yeah, so that's how the house system works. And basically each yeah, so I'll go through how each house system work as I talk about the Aries Ascendant. So the Aries Ascendant is one, it's hard to describe because Aries Ascendant is the ascendant inside in comfort, similar how if you saw the moon series, I talked about how Cancer's in the sign of comfort when it's in moon's in the sign of comfort when it's in Cancer. So with Aries Ascendant, since all the signs are balanced, first house is Aries, it's in Aries. Second house is Taurus, it's in Taurus. Third house is Gemini, it's in Gemini. Unlike a Taurus Ascendant, where first house, which is Aries, is in Taurus. Second house, which is in Taurus, is in Gemini, etc. So for an Aries Ascendant, these people have a lot of Aries tendencies. So they might appear like their Aries Sun or Aries Moon. Also, obviously, I want to disclaimer. There's other aspects that obviously affect other people's personality other than your signs. So I just want to give a little disclaimer of that. There's a psychology and philosophy that all aspects of the human condition, affect people, not just your signs, but there are some interesting correlations between signs and personality traits sometimes. That being said, Aries Ascendant is the initiator ascendant. It's a cardinal sign, like I talked about in my moon series. So they're initiators. So ascendant is the sign of action. The first house is a sign of action, and it's how people see you and perceive you the most. So as Aries ascendant, you take action a lot. You're initiative. Um, Also with Aries, with the difference between the big three, which would be ascendant, sun, and moon, has seen is the ascendant kind of is how you act and how you're perceived first. That's like a layers. The underlayer, that's your sun. After you first see someone's like ascendant and how they act and how they're perceived, then you get to the sun, which is how they express themselves, so what they gain confidence from, and then you get to the moon, which is their actual desires they're trying to achieve and how they feel. And as you get to know someone, you might see and get to know them more. You might and figure out what their ambitions and goals are. You might get closer to understanding to knowing like their desires and goals, and that's similar to like the moon sign in a way, sort of. It's like a layers kind of. So Aries ascendant, their first outer appearance in action is very Aries oriented, passionate, fiery, confident, and that's how they take action, how they appear to the world. Um, so with this sign, it doesn't mean that's actually how they are underneath, because if like for example Aries ascendant with a Libra sun is very different. It's opposites. So that's just they might appear that way, but they might not actually be 100% Aries like, because underneath that is like it could be an opposite sign. But basically, first house is Aries, so they initiate. The second house is Taurus, which means friend groups. So these type of people have, like I said, are balanced. So they almost like all the ascendants kind of combined uniquely. For example, since they're all balanced, this person initiates a lot. And I have a theory that it's mainly they start new things because they might be bored. This is my theory, and it's because everything is so balanced, different aspects, like friend groups, which is the second house, um, communication, intellect, what you think about, third house, family, past home, family, emotions, fourth house, are all in the sign of comfort and balanced. So making Aries maybe bored easily, Aries ascendant, so they might take action to start new things, and that's how they start trends and new things. So Aries ascendants are always trendsetters, leaders, but they might not actually get credit for the things they start and the things they do. They might let other signs take credit for that. Ascendants, especially like Capricorn or Leo, because Capricorn is a sign of like being a boss, lit boss, you know. So Capricorn ascendant might be like the COO of like Aries might secretly own the company, but Capricorn might operate it, type of thing with the Aries ascendant. Same with Leo. Leo is expressing one opinion, self-confidence, ego, sometimes, not always, just confidence. So Aries might actually be actually someone that everyone knows, but it's also hot behind the scenes. It's kind of a very conflicting ascendant sign because of this. So they initiate, they make, because of this initiation, they obviously gather groups behind them, friend group, which is second house. They're not afraid to speak their opinion, express their opinions, third house, Gemini. They probably have a pretty, fourth house is past home, family, a pretty good relationship with their family potentially, because fourth is in the sign of Cancer, which is so Taurus would be like really good, but fourth would be good kind of, but still both awesome placements. Confident, express themselves, hardworking, determined within their jobs, good at making close connections. 7, eighth, good at making good at personal growth and development, emotional depth. 9, they're good at they might travel a lot, learn new things, be philosophers. And 10, they might be well known, but not super well known. 11, very humanitarian, because of the things they start might actually end up helping the society as a whole, but they might not initially start that for that reason. It might just end up becoming that way. And 12th house Pisces, self-sacrifice, self-isolation, they might give up a lot, but it just goes unnoticed because of the Aries that's presents itself. So this one was a kind of hard one to describe for me because it's in the sign Aries again. It's like, is it a completely balanced ascendant sign? Whereas like Capricorn would be very different and easier to describe, like the different levels, because it suggests the ascendant sign suggests different aspects of your life, like your life path, your different, not just your personality, but different aspects of your life potentially. And 12th house is actually the coolest one. This is the one that suggests your hidden motivations, your dreams, your aspirations, and what you self-sacrifice, self-isolation, what you give up sometimes to help other people. I know it sounds kind of intense, self-sacrifice, self-isolation. It just means empathy, basically, what you give up for other people. So all 12 houses suggest, obviously there's different, doesn't completely define your life aspects, but the 12 houses suggest your life, different aspects in your life. In Aries, it's in this neutral sign, which is almost like all ascendants put together, except very passionate and very action oriented, and they start new things. So that's the Aries ascendant. So yeah, hopefully I can do more informed one for Taurus ascendant. It's just Aries is like right, the balanced ascendant sign, I guess you could say. All ascendant signs are awesome, and obviously in life, your sign doesn't define you, just has some unique correlations between it, and sometimes things that seem similar, but again, it might just be coincidence, but it's pretty cool how it sometimes interacts. But there are obviously other aspects that affect us, like psychology, philosophy, and our beliefs, philosophy, psychology, the way we think, and our biology, our brain chemicals, all play an important aspect in the human condition. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on Aries. What is an Aries ascendant? So in conclusion, basically Aries ascendant, all 12 life aspects are in balance. So they mainly the only downside with this sign, it's a really good sign. It just means this person might get bored because everything's super neutral, super balanced in their life. Not I wouldn't say easy, obviously that's an understatement, but everything is balanced, forcing them to need to initiate new things and build new things and start new projects and stuff. And so these people are very entrepreneurial and CEO oriented. So yeah, as always, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.